He was feared in Seoul's underworld as Kang Joon-ho, a man whose name closed mouths and ended wars before they began. Calm, controlled, untouchable. Then he met Amara Cole. She ran a small art cafe in Itaewon, a place too warm for a man like him. When his men tried to force her to sell, she stood her ground and told him, without fear, that her life was not for sale. No one had ever spoken to Joon-ho like that, and instead of crushing her, he was drawn to her. He kept coming back, not as a threat, but as a man slowly unraveling. Amara challenged him, mocked his silence, refused his money, and looked past the monster everyone else saw. She warned him that his world would eventually destroy him. She was right. The night the enemy struck, the streets erupted in gunfire. Betrayal cut deeper than bullets, and one found its mark in Joon-ho's side. Bleeding and fading, his empire collapsing around him, he ran not to his men, not to his hideouts, but to the only place that felt real. He collapsed at Amara's front door. She didn't scream. She didn't hesitate. She held him together with shaking hands and whispered, "Stay with me." Pain dragged him into darkness. While he slept, hovering between life and death, Amara made a choice that would change everything. She treated his wound, then drove him far away from the violence that hunted him. By the time Joon-ho stirred again, the world he knew was gone. He woke to an island. Waves whispered instead of gunshots. Sunlight replaced neon shadows. The air was clean, peaceful, alive. For a long moment, he thought he was dead. Then he saw Amara. "You're safe," she said. "No one can find you here." Tears burned behind his eyes. He was alive. And it was because of her. In that quiet place, something inside Joon-ho broke open. Power meant nothing now. Fear meant nothing. All that mattered was the woman who had carried him out of darkness when he could no longer walk. His love for her escalated, not obsession, but gratitude and devotion. She had saved his life, not because he was powerful, but because she believed he could be better. He bled for redemption. He paid for his past. And Amara never let him forget who he was becoming, or who he must never be again. The underworld whispered that the Korean mafia lost its king. What they didn't know was that a stubborn, beautiful woman had looked at a broken man and chosen to save him. And because of her, he chose life. Check out my channel for more stories. There's a story for every